be dancing a certain way, she would think that that's what hoes did.
Yeah, but if a little boy did that, it's like, oh, here you go, so do that.
And that's what pushed me to be very much.
You see it all the time. You see it with young, like if a father gets a call from the school saying that my son did something to or showed this thing or did something sexual. It's like, oh, yeah, this is my little boy. Or he'll silently be like happy about it. But if his daughter did it, she gonna get the ass whooping of her life.
What an ass whooping it.
Well, it's just gonna be a different tone.
Yes.
So that's all I'm saying. That's what could possibly be.
You have something, Dame, or ladies? Ladies.
That didn't get to go, so we were trying to let the guys go.
Damn.
Oh, we all
honestly, I don't know, whatever she said.
And whoever wants to go next. Who
I will just say, I don't think there's a difference between a man cheating and a woman cheating necessarily, but I think there are different types of cheating, and maybe the cliche or the norm is that oftentimes a woman, like what Johan was saying, if a woman cheats, it's over, and maybe that's because it's an emotional affair a lot of times. But like maybe those are the cliches, but I think at the end of the day, either the guy or the girl could either have an emotional or a physical affair. There are like, and they're all for different reasons. Like emotional would be if you're not connecting on that level with your significant other and you look for that in someone else. And then the physical could be, it could be a lot of things.
It could be that you still love your wife or your boyfriend, but there's something physical that
you're
attracted to someone else.
Yeah. Or you're a sex addict.
Or just like it is for men, it's just sex, right? Yes.
Okay, so I do have to disagree with my brother to my left, and this is the reason why. You always hear this term toxic masculinity, but there's some toxic femininity coming on too nowadays. And let me speak on it let me speak on why I believe there is a spectrum when it comes down to cheating, and why I believe women probably cheat more than men do. So this is why. When a man cheats, a man is cheating from the standpoint of just the physical. Let me get at you physically. In most cases, there's sex and then there's next. I'm on to the next one. I don't have a connection with this person. I never really built with this person. When a woman cheats, you don't necessarily have to get to that point. If it got to that point, y'all way long gone. But cheating happens in the form of late night texts. Cheating happens in the form of giving that coworker some energy that you know that your man would appreciate if y'all was right, if he was there. So you start to develop a relationship, that emotional cheating that you was talking about. But I think men ain't looking for the emotional part. We looking for the sex, and we out. So I think that, and I've heard many, and I would love to hear what you guys got to say, but I've heard many women say it like this, that we cheat, we just ain't hopping in bed with nobody, but we also are going to like pretty much cheat on you emotionally. Our secrets and what we spewing out, like we ain't having bed talk, we ain't having pillow talk, because I'm talking to James at work about it. And then I'm building a connection with James at work. I'm asking James at work about situations that me and you encounter. I would never let you know that, but guess what? I'm cheating because a part of my heart has stepped away from you. I think anytime the heart steps away, you are cheating. If you are flirting heavy, or if you are flirting at all, and you are entertaining the idea of, I'm about this life, I think that you're cheating. And that's why I would say that cheating is handled differently between both genders. I do think that women cheat more because of what I just said, and I think that for men, it's just more physical. And I think that's why there becomes an issue of, okay, why do women get cheated on so much? Like, what's the difference? Why do we get cheated on so much? And the reality is, we both cheating. We just don't have the baggage, the emotional baggage behind it. That's
what do you mean by emotional baggage?
I think the feelings are left in the condom bag.
Wow. Those aren't feelings. Those are kids.
That's what it is. That's a Big Sean lyric.
Is it?
Yeah, Big Sean said.
Big Sean, we know you've been through a couple girls, but the feelings are not.
I mean, but let's start the debate. I mean,
because
tell me if I'm wrong.
Cheating is cheating, though.
Okay, moderator.
Well, you know what? I feel like I lost that place a long time ago. I'm speaking from a person, a human. I'm speaking from me.
You can't.
But
as me, yeah, I feel like as a woman.
You gotta hold your final thoughts.
I know, but there's just so many thoughts. I can't hold my thoughts back. Don't try to get back. Don't hold me back.
But I would
No, you
like I think
speaking
I made some audacious claims.
Yeah.
So
I think he does have a valid point.
Which
part? You need to be specific.
Yes.
Because he said a whole lot.
Well, I think an emotional form of cheating, yes.
There's a form of it.
Women, they do get tied or linked into as far as doing the late night messaging and so forth. So yes, I do think that's a different type of cheating, but it also starts at home in that relationship. If she's not feeling appreciated or abandoned and she's seeing that you're just regularly going out and getting whatever you need to get from another woman, she has no one else to lean on.
Or giving you the crumbs. And
Yes.
then you're just, you give her the crumbs.
And it doesn't make it right.
There's what are we going to call him? Tyrone at work?
And I'm saying it's right, but...
And Tyrone is like, hey, good morning, queen. You look good today, queen.
But Tyrone run a game too, so let's
I
don't want Tyrone either.
But that's the game that your husband should be running every day.
But that's
See,
assuming
that's the
the man
problem.
already cheated.
Or not even cheating, but what if he's not listening anymore? What if he's just not giving you the same energy and putting forth the effort that he wants to put forth? Like he just got too calm and too relaxed and too comfortable, and you forget that you still have to put forth an effort with that person, even though you have them in the bag and you guys are together, girlfriend, boyfriend, married, whatever the case may be. You still have to put forth that effort to make sure that that this person is fulfilled. And sometimes I feel like people in general, men and women, can become comfortable in that kind of sense. And it may not even go as far as cheating, at work with a coworker, but people may lean on someone who's actually willing to listen to them and give energy towards whatever issues that person may be going through. Really, I feel like your teammate, your partner, whoever you're with is your personal therapist, to be honest. Like, you vent to them and they are supposed to love you no matter what, or, they're not supposed to, they're supposed to listen to you without judgment. And if you're not even able to do that, to vent to anyone, then someone that is saying, hey, just lay it on me and I won't judge you, that may be appeasing to that person, man or woman.
So and I'm gonna actually go kind of backwards to what Jahan was speaking about earlier, because I think part of what he said is actually true to just both of their points. It is going to depend on what type of cheating we're talking about, because you change it into something completely different. When you're talking about emotionally cheating, I think men and women both do that, because a lot of men are very prideful, and men like to have their ego stroked, and men like to have women that are on them and flaunting toward them and everything, even though you never sleep with her. But you appreciate a woman
that
just giving you that, even if your woman is doing it. It doesn't matter, because you like that attention. And so that goes to what you're saying when you say like,
that's right,
women.
Jen.
And I'm just saying, because I'm not judging any person, because we all have that moment of weakness, which, like you said, it ultimately boils down to character. Because even in a moment of weakness, that doesn't mean you don't have to fall into that weakness. You don't have to give into it by sleeping with a person or by late night texting, late night calling somebody. But like Jahan said, which is where I'm going to go back to, because I can only talk about my personal experience in growing and learning who I am. I do have character. Now, have I been a cheater? Yes. Now, it's also because of, and I'm not blaming my mom or my dad for that matter, and they know this. They know I love them and I appreciate how they raised us. and the men in my life. But what I will say, and I said this before, is that it has a lot to do with what you've seen growing up. It's not about making an excuse, but it is about unlearning things that you've learned throughout your entire life as a woman, as a man. Learning how to be treated is something that I have to separate myself from now, because I seen how my dad treated my mom, or I seen how my uncles were to their girls, or my brothers were to, because I'm the only girl. I only got like 2 other girls in my life that are females. So I'm looking at what I see here to be like, oh, this is what a relationship is supposed to be like. And then if I'm only seeing the dude coming in cheating, or the husband coming in cheating, or the woman being heartbroken all the time, all these things. So now I gotta be like, well, dang, all dudes gonna do shit. Why would I let somebody take my heart? Why would I let somebody hurt me? I'm gonna keep my guard up. So you're paying attention to that, and you're not giving of yourself. This is me as a woman. I'm not talking, most women I know are not like me. So he makes jokes about me being a dude, but like in a way, that is what happened, because now I gotta keep myself guarded to me, but it's not healthy, and I'm not agreeing that that's healthy. But I also think, like you said, it's about how we were brought up, and now I'm willing to unlearn what I've seen, because I don't want to be the promiscuous person, the person who's cheating on somebody, or the person who's trying to get back at somebody, like he was bringing up, because that is what we do as women. It's not all women, but a lot of times we want to get back at the dude, and it's not over, which is what else I wanted to chime into what he said. He's like, oh, when a woman cheats, it's over. That's not true. When a woman cheats, we want you to feel what we feel. That's why a woman cheats. It's not because they want to leave you. Most of the time, they just do it one time, because they want you to know this hurt, and now this is what I want you to feel. More than likely, they're willing to make it work again. But you got to put in the work now. And if you get caught slipping again, that might be when it's over. Guarantee you that. But I will tell you this, it does take both parties communicating. And if you're not talking to your partner, whether it's about physical things, whether it's about emotional things, old baggage, you have to talk to them about why. What will cause you to cheat before y'all ever get serious? Like, why don't we have this conversation with each other? It doesn't make sense if you want to be in a serious situation with somebody.
Okay, so 2 things. I want to go to your point, because I think that you said a mouthful, sis, and I thought it was great. I want to say this. I think when you talk about cheating, like the question was, why do men cheat and why do women cheat? So what I did was I tried to break down the different genders and their intentions, right? And that's why I said, well, men cheat physically. Now, when you was talking about how women, how men specifically, they like to get their ego a stroke too. I'm gonna go as far as saying that is the case. I think everybody likes their ego stroked, but I don't think that men are looking to build from it unless it's sex. So it's a different situation. If Maggie at work comes and always strokes my ego, but I know that Maggie's married and I know that what I got ain't worth losing, I'm not interested in building a place where me and Maggie become texting late at night. I'm not interested in DMing her or emailing her stuff that I shouldn't be. You see what I'm saying? I'm not interested.
I don't agree with, and again.
But then, I'm sorry to cut you off, I really am. But Dane, let's be very clear, because we're talking about a majority of our audience.
Right.
And you are not the majority. And I have to be very clear, because I know you personally. You are certainly not the majority, unfortunately and fortunately. But we are dealing, and I want you to chime in with what you believe, because I pray that they listen to you. And I pray that somebody receives what you're saying and works on themselves. But you are totally not the majority. And no matter how much a man says he loves a woman, how he's down for this woman, how he want to be with this woman, how he want her to have his kids, how he wants, fill in the blank. We have heard it all. I promise you that. They still F up. That's it. And it's very hurtful for a woman. I'm not a woman that's been cheated on to a place where I'm like, I'm not, thank God. But I know so many women that have given their all to a man and he just snatches it. And you don't get what it feels like, because look at these women. I know them inside out beautiful, but a man will still cheat. And it's as if nothing on the outside matters anymore. Because you're thinking, oh, I just have to look a certain way, and that's going to keep it right. Or if I just tell him that I love him, or I'm here for him, and I'll be there. And we do. We support your dreams. We're there for you. That don't mean nothing. And they still cheat. You don't, as a man, because y'all are not emotional beings, and I will argue that most people believe that women are emotional beings, you will never know what it feels like, what you have to up and come out of, and even give a chance to let another person love you because of what one person did, simply because you trusted them. That is huge, and y'all will never understand it, and it's a great conversation, but you can't get it, because I know loyal women. I ain't one of them, but I know loyal women. They know me personally. They know I ain't like that. And that's because I keep a guard. But I know good, beautiful women that have been done wrong because a dude can't keep a thing in his pants. To us, this to stop this from happening means way more than you asking us to be your wife. Means wait for this moment, it will mean way more, because it's just about loyalty. It's the word loyalty. Like, do we know what loyalty is the question. And until you know what it does to a person, I don't think you would, not you, but men, they won't understand what they're doing to a woman when they do that.
Because we see someone that is attractive and
you make a choice.
We make a choice every day.
And dudes confident
not to do anything. Because it's like there's men that we find attractive, and we don't act on it. And even when the relationship, in my case, have been not being perfect, I still have not acted on situations or on a man that I feel like, wow, that is a good looking man. Okay. And even though the flesh is saying one thing, I still want to work on my relationship. Right. So they're just saying, it's like, just like you guys, your flesh and my flesh are not different.
Yeah,
and I feel like just like you can have a one night stand, I can do the same thing and walk away from it like nothing happened.